Yusuf, can you hear me? Yusuf?
Yeah, I can hear you.
It would be better if you guys could turn on the video. We can better focus on, concentrate on this discussion.
Ali Abi doesn't want. In short, Ali Abi doesn't want. So.
That's not a valid argument.
It's not an argument. It's a command.
Well, okay. Well, okay, I tried.
More western side. I remember the province name, but not the city's name.
Okay.
We're
Pretty awesome. We're pretty awesome.
I understood what you asked. I think for like 50 or somewhere around there.
1 hour. If that's longest.
Okay, alright. Ali Abi, we started recording. It was getting dark.
Shock. This is the main session. I don't know why it's so shocking when it's just a normal routine of like any human evolution, right?
Yeah, that's true.
He's a freelance.
Now that you need to take part of reproduction.
Yeah. Yeah.
What? Because you're aging, you're decaying constantly.
Oh.
You need to offshoot some.
Like one side.
You need to butt out.
What? Oh. Is it going to be from miraculousness of?
Yeah, that's the signs of miraculousness. Do we have the previous copy somewhere here?
No, not this one. It's just one. It looks like this.
221.
Yeah, on this.
Yeah.
And those books?
Yeah, I think we want to discuss something about this previous session.
Okay, we will carry on.
Can we get a link to what you guys are reading from?
This is from Signs of Miraculousness, verse number 21.
22.
Signs of Miraculousness, verse number 22. So it's not the same
Seems like you're looking
text.
for comfort of one.
It's the same text. Oh, verse number. Okay.
So we are going to study, inshallah, the proof of دليل كناية أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Where is my pencil? Okay, thank you. ربنا آتنا من لدنك رحمة وهيئ لنا من أمرنا رشدا لا إله إلا أنت سبحانك إني كنت من الظالمين حسبي الله لا إله إلا هو عليه توكلت وهو رب العرش العظيم لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم وصل اللهم على محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه وأتباعه وسلم. Now, page 164, those who are following from the book. I think there were more books.
I think everyone has already one page.
Sorry?
Everyone has one book or page in front of them.
Okay, here. Yeah. Somebody has two. Yeah. That's the book and the copy.
But you
he
know
can,
that.
he can leave the copies. Yeah, take the book as well. Distribute it actually, or for those people who need it, who do it. Do you want it?
No, I'm good.
You have the copy. No.
I don't have the copy, brother. I'm not.
So you know by memory.
He doesn't care.
Or he knows by heart. And that's
Sure.
the copy.
I'm sitting with my there's no video.
Now, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, the proof of divine providence. It's translated as divine providence, Delil inayati. Inayati is the proof of the maker that is indicated by this universe. Proof of the maker that is indicated by this universe, this verse, this verse, as we studied yesterday, the verse, Ya eyyuhen nasu ubudu rabbakum, and consists of the order included in the universe. So I would underline the order, the word order. So, did you find it?
I couldn't find it yet.
You want the first page?
Oh,
Okay. Did you find it? Where is it? Yes, in the middle, somewhere in the middle, in
Second
ayati.
paragraph.
okay. The proof of divine providence is the proof of
Providence, Delil inayat. So as usual, it is unique to notice to combine the verses of the Quran and the universe, the verses of the universe. Again, mixing up them together, not confusing, but working together, hand in hand. The verses of the Quran and the universe. Here also. But here, emphasizes on the order of the universe. Order of the universe, which is maybe missed out because of the order in the universe. If there was no order, we wouldn't be able to make sense of anything. So, at the same time, because of the order, we may not think of the orderer. So people usually get lost in the order itself. They don't see they may not see the purpose in the order or the question the order itself, but they may get lost in the order. Take the orders, the existence of the order for granted, where I think Ilhan's colleagues are lost. Right or wrong? In the order.
So Dalil Inayati is a concept he is bringing here to help understand this verse.
Yeah. To understand what this verse says alongside with what the order of the universe conveys to us together.
And what does Dalil Inayati have to do with it?
That is going to present how Dalil Inayati, or whatever it is, the proof of the divine providence. It's a proof of divine providence. But this formula has been used to confirm what the verse says and teaches us how to confirm the verse by using the order of the universe.
Okay.
That is Dalil Inayati.
Can you describe or define Dalil Inayati in how you understand it? This
We will study.
Okay, it will come as we.
We will study how he utilizes delil inayati, whatever it is. Doesn't matter what delil inayati.
Okay.
But the verse was talking about creation, right?
Yeah.
And in order to confirm the statement, you need evidence to confirm what the statement is claiming. And this is why he's talking about the
Order of the
universe.
Say that one more time, sorry.
So, like, the verse
Yes.
Was talking about the creation
of yourself and...
Yeah, of the existence, that's altogether.
Okay.
And in order for one to confirm that statement,
yes,
to understand what it is and to be able to confirm it,
you
have to have something that you can go back
validate it.
And validate it, yeah.
Okay.
And that's the existence itself and the order in the existence itself.
Which is? What is the reality then is?
I don't know what to see.
Okay.
I don't know about the terminology, but so far that's what I understood.
So, delil inayati is there is inayat in the order of the universe. There is providence, divine providence in the order of the universe. But how are we supposed to use this argument in order to understand?
Yes. Hi.
Oh, please come in. So how are we going to put a place? Okay, here this way, that way. Take a corso. You can take your clothes if you want. This one day to prepare it for summer.
Too tight for that.
Hey. Welcome. Or come here. I think we just started the session now. We didn't miss much, just introductory.
Okay, so just so that we have to be there somewhere in New Brunswick 7. So I just want to know how long the session is going to last.
What time is it? You don't know.
It's 4.
It's 4. By 7. I hope we will be done more long before. So don't worry.
We have to leave by 5:30. So New Brunswick. So
it's up to you. Whenever.
Yeah.
Come in, please.
Yeah. Thank you. And sorry for disturbing one of the
welcome.
Yeah. So are you comfortable there? Come on. Share.
Here. This is fine.
Oh, we were on the 3rd line. The book is not important, what we are going to read. So the 3rd line, page 164. But in the handout, 164, page 164, 3rd line. Okay. So it is there too in your handout, okay. In the middle of, show it with your finger.
I can see it. Yeah, I can see it.
Okay. For the order is a thread to which attached all benefits and instances of wisdom. Now we can read it, this sentence read it in another way. benefits and instances of wisdom has been attached to the thread following each other, thread, which is called, sorry? Order. Called the order. So we see the order in the universe, but this order is nothing but a thread.
It's a sequence.
And the thread benefits and instances of wisdom have been attached to it. It means in each of the chain of this, if you like, in each of the ring of this chain of thread, you will see, or we are expected to see, the benefits. It means purposeful action and wise action, wise choice in each of the ring of this chain of events. That is the order in the universe. No question, no objection? They are just warming up.
Not yet.
Not yet. We should ask ourselves, we are experiencing the order, but what do we think of the order? So we know that if you boil water, on the flame it will boil. If you put water on the flame it will boil. We know that tomorrow the sun will rise. And it is winter, but when it's time for spring, then the trees will start blossoming, the leaves will grow. We say the earth is revolving, and the things are heavy, it means gravity. So these are that we use, and this is an order. We usually take the order for granted. It's there, out there. So I grow, my stomach works, my brain works, I think. And if when I am tired, I like to go to sleep, and I sleep. So it's just, it may become or turn into a routine. Then I take it for granted that they have to happen in this way because it is as it is. The universe is as it is. We don't question the order itself and the events which are attached to the order. Are they useful? Are they purposeful? Is there any wisdom in the order? Or just accidentally, randomly happen to be like this? We human beings don't really think about it seriously. Just because I am a human being, I'm like this, I can see, I hear, I smell, and I talk, I think. That's how I am. There's an order in our existence, and we don't think. So I use my hand, my fingers are very Efficient, eh? Right. And I would like to have them. I can walk, so it is good to be able to walk. We don't question, how come that they happen? How come this order happened? So we have to investigate the quality of the order, or which kind of characteristics or I'm looking for the word, properties that this order has, so that I will think about it, how this order in the universe come into existence according to the characteristics of the order.
So, but also not only order, but it's also referring to a thread.
The order is a thread.
Also
It
is
means
a
the
thread.
sequence of the events coming, following one after the other. That is because we usually think of the universe in terms of space. When we think of the universe, we usually concentrate on, oh, this is the place, that's the place. We don't really think of the universe in terms of, yes, space, but at the same time, we call it time. So, following one after the other, one after the other, one after the other.
The actual,
Sorry?
the actual events or the specific things going on inside that space.
Yeah, we call it time. The order takes place in space dimension, but at the same time, time dimension. If you draw the coordinations, so in space dimension and time dimension, when they crash or intersect here, the point, one point, and then another point together, space and time. They follow a thread. And this thread is full of, but nothing but benefits and wisdom. Nothing meaningless, nothing without purpose. No, we don't see that. There's no benefit in it. If someone studies really subatomic world, no one can say that something is happening with no purpose, no benefit. They all contribute to each other's perfection, if you like. So that all together, they make a perfect, working, order universe.
So, can you explain the benefits? So in terms of, let's say a seed is growing, right? Falls into a little plant and it grows. It takes years for it to become a tree. So at each stage, what are the benefits? How is the benefit?
Now, of course, every question is good, but this is even better. When we talk about anything concerning the creation, first, we can talk only from our perspective, and as we see it related to ourselves. It is not a selfish attitude, because we cannot do otherwise. So all human productions, at the last resort, is for the benefit of human beings. It doesn't mean that human race is so selfish. No, the whole universe has been established for this purpose. Something like this author mentioned somewhere else in his writings, if we liken the universe to a tree, from the stage of being a seed, until it grows or produces. Of course, this language is false. You know, the tree produces the fruit or not. The wood wouldn't know what it was doing. But we see that everything is for the purpose of the fruit. So this analogy is used. The universe is for human beings, as if the human beings are the fruit of the tree of the universe. Why? Because I am the one who's questioning. There may be somebody else, none of my business. I am concerned with my own concern. So I am trying to make sense of the universe. I am trying to make this existence meaningful or not for me. I am the one who's thinking about it. So benefit at the last stage must be for the fruit of the universe. It means human beings, as far as I am concerned. But the others, I don't know, and since I don't know, I don't really speculate about anything that I don't know. What I know is, here I am, the universe is here, and everything is working in a certain way, and I see the purpose in their existence and benefit for what? For example, everything works in a way that they all together contribute to the consistency of the existence of the whole universe. And because of this, the perfection in the existence of the universe, not in small instances, I may hurt my feet and I say, this step, because of this step, I hurt the existence of the step is harmful. I cannot say that. My being neglectful or for another purpose, there must be a purpose in the existence of that thing. Whatever we may feel somehow negatively affected by it. So the whole universe is contributing to the perfection of the existence of the universe, and it means they are being beneficial to the universe. And we see as human beings that, for example, here it is, I am in the center of the universe in the sense that the whole tree of the existence works for human being because I am making sense of it. So benefit is from my perspective. It doesn't mean that I'm selfish. So I can see benefit. For example, here I am. So I have two legs. They are very beneficial. I have two arms, yes, fingers, yes, mind, yes, ears. I don't want to use any of my things. Whatever is given to me. Yeah, they're all in my thinking, especially in my thinking. So I can see the order in the universe. So according to the order, I can discover the order and utilize the order in order to make them serve me again for the benefit of human race, not the selfishness. Again, I emphasize on it.
So, as far as I am concerned, the benefit depends on my questions and needs.
Benefit, yeah, depends on my needs, my concern, or also, especially, what do we mean by need? Only, yes, it is essential as well, but need of the stomach, no. Especially need of deriving a meaning from the whole universe. Because I am more in need of getting a meaningful result from the existence of the universe than feeding my stomach. Because I know that feeding my stomach is a temporary thing. But my concern is mainly about the future of, we will continue filling the gaps. So about my main concern is about the future of, sorry? Yeah, yeah, I was expecting to say somebody, my life. Yeah, yes, my life, but my existence. Yeah. About the future of my existence. Why do I exist? What is expected from my existence? What does my existence mean to me? And in contrast to my human feelings, I question, I wonder, I worry, I have anxieties, I want to be happy, I want to have a peace of mind, I want to have a peace of feelings, peace of heart. These are my main concern. So no one wants to go to prison, although prison is the best place as far as what? My body is concerned. Food is ready, heating is ready, healthcare is free, and what else do you want? No rent, they are not charging for rent, no insurance, we don't need any insurance. So the best place, why don't you go to prison? They take care of you.
That's not freedom.
Yeah, human need.
Yeah.
The main human need is not material. Yes, they are. We need to walk, we need to drink water, we need to eat when we're hungry, we need to breathe. But prior to this, more important than all this, my human concerns, the most important of these human concerns is the reason of existence. Why do I exist? And what will happen to my existence? So if someone says, okay, you were in your mother's womb, you were a fetus there, and let's say the fetus doesn't really use its consciousness. I'm conscious and I'm in the mother's womb, and I am questioning, why am I here? What's going to be there? What's going to happen to me? And someone says to me, look, don't worry, I can demonstrate that you will get out of this place and you will live like a world like this. I say, okay, I'm happy with my existence, but if only I can get out of this place as soon as possible. Right? Because I worry about my existence, the future of my existence. No one wants to really not to have a permanent existence at the highest standard, as best as I can expect and imagine. That is what I want. Some people say, no, I don't want to bother about, because they are thinking of lots of bills to pay, they have to work, horrible things. So I don't want to carry this burden of life, they say. It's different from having the happiest life eternally. The real benefit in the order is to give me the news, to bring me the news saying that, look, I am a purposeful act, conscious act. I cannot be the result of a random happenings and the accidental things. So think about my existence. I can tell you that my existence has a conscious source. This is, as far as I'm concerned, the best benefit I can get from this order is this news. which concerns my existence from the heart, if you like, from the center. And also extreme. But this is the highest thing, the highest concern of human beings, the most important concern of human beings.
So the universe out there,
Yeah.
the order there is going to give you the certainty about yourself.
Yeah, it communicating to you through its
Order.
qualities, order, through its qualities, telling you and giving you the news that you are purposefully made, or your existence has a purpose. So you cannot say that I don't know who am I, because you are in the universe, communicating with the universe, you are a part of the universe as well. So communicating with the universe, so the universe is conveying this message to you. So this is what the order is. So usually people misuse order but ignore the message that the order conveys to them, and use the order, see the consistency in the order, benefit from this consistency, and say that that's how the things happen, and I'm going to utilize it, and this is how the things are. They don't really see the message in it. The message, look, we are meaningful, we are purposeful, we are beneficial. So you cannot say that your existence is accidental. They are all purposeful. That is a message to human beings, or human concern. That's the message.
But somebody, I mean, if you look at all the underdeveloped countries compared to developed countries.
I know where you are going.
Yeah.
Don't waste your time. Think about the universe in terms of existence. So, for example, here I am and I'm meeting this man. No, think about the existence. That's my mistake, because I am free, but I can really exploit. I may. So this is human choice. It's a completely another subject. We are talking about the pure existence in the universe.
Nature.
The existence.
Okay.
Whatever some people call it nature. Okay, we may really define what do we mean by existence, what we mean by nature. Some people call it creation. What do we mean by creation? All these vocabulary or concepts need to be defined. But we are talking about the existence side. So what do we receive from the existence? You and I may exploit. You can go to a shop, to a store, to buy something or to steal something. You can. No, I don't know you, but we can, human beings. So this is another subject. This is as far as the human free will is concerned. So that's something else. But it's true about something else.
I feel like we are here, like we are being like expected a little bit too much, because if you think about it, we are born into this order, and we are raised, grown up with it. So once you are into something, it is very difficult to actually know what you are into. So like here, like in a way, I feel the text is suggesting us to question like what you are going to and break that routine that you have, and push yourself out of your own comfort zone.
Yeah.
Which is not easy.
Not easy, but you have to do it.
And question comes to mind, like what's this problem that he set that kind of if you like that kind of game and put me in the middle of it.
So it looks like a mysterious, wonderful game, okay, or maze. You go in, everything is exciting, but you don't know what you are going. But everything is speaking to human beings because we human beings take ourselves very lowly, very cheap. We say, if I have something hurting somewhere in my body, oh, I am in trouble. But in reality, human consciousness is always in trouble. And there is no hospital to go to get some medicine to solve it. There's no hospital. There is no education which really produces doctors to treat the problems of human consciousness. Because, as our friend asked us now, how about this and that? But that is the sign of consciousness. So you say, look, I'm my friend, we understand that you are Jalan's friend, welcome. So Jalan's relationship with you, your relationship with Jalan or with each other, you are going somewhere else. So you are aware of it, but what we are missing, we turn it into a routine. We don't question the meaning of it, although our consciousness says, look, there is something here, you are aware of it. But what does it mean? How come it happens? What does it mean to you? There is a message. So we can only receive this message if we use or utilize our consciousness. So when we utilize our consciousness, all the things that comfort zone doesn't turn into a trouble zone, but more meaningful, promising zone. Why? Because when I live without utilizing my consciousness, follow the routine, really it means wasting my humanity, living like an animal. And animals also mean, they eat, they get hungry, they wake up before we wake up and start looking for food, except in Washington. They go at 5 o'clock on the road. I know the Washington traffic. If it is 6 o'clock, you are done. Go back. In Washington, New York. Yeah, so would you like to ask?
Yeah, I have a question.
So did you get this question first?
Yeah.
So
it's a similar question to his. So do you think that the universe really treats us differently than, say, an animal? Are we like, yeah?
Yeah, I think I do. I think I do. According to my understanding, yes, I do. The universe treats me differently from animals. Animals cannot deduce the meaning from this thread of order, but I can.
But
yeah.
So the order that we see is a perception of our brain, right?
Sorry?
It's a perception of our brain.
Like what we
So our brain works in a certain way. So we
Whose
kind
brain did you say?
Human brain.
Human brain.
Your brain?
Human
or
brain.
my brain? Just a minute. No. Whose brain?
So
no,
brain.
not so. Whose brain? You are missing something.
So it's everyone's brain.
No. Speak about for yourself.
Okay.
I'm trying to get a word there.
So my brain works.
Who are you?
I am me.
Who's your brain?
It's me.
Are you brain?
Yes. I'm defined by my consciousness and brain.
Do you understand?
So
you understand what I'm getting at? Okay.
Yeah. So the thing is, the way we form opinions is by recognition of patterns. So
who is recognizing the patterns?
Everyone is recognizing patterns.
No. Speak about yourself. Now, I'm trying to, if you like, communicate with you,
Yeah.
so to just share something with
Yeah.
you together, that we are not brains. Brain is a part of my existence.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the thing is, when you talk about order in the universe, and if you are a part of the universe, and you're saying you see order in the universe, it's kind of a tautology, because you should be outside something to actually see and observe without being affected by it.
What is consciousness? What do you make of consciousness? How do you make of extracting meaning, a kind of message from the universe existing outside? How do you get the meaning? For example, look at the book. A book. No. An ordinary book.
Any book.
Exactly. Okay? So, can you say this book consists of on the papers and some things on it?
Yes.
I mean,
Okay.
it has meaning to the words.
So, sorry? So,
no, it tries to communicate something.
So, but who's trying to communicate?
The author.
The author. Where is it?
Oh.
No. It's written a word there.
Yeah.
Where is author communicating? The meaning.
It's his perception of
the meaning is communicating with me, with my consciousness, and the meaning is not of the book, the paper.
Yeah, but the meaning is the perception of the author of the universe, which he's trying to communicate to me, right? Okay. So this is what the book is trying to do. So it's perception of what I see as the truth, which I'm saying it to someone and asking them whether they believe it or not believe it, or trust it or not trust it.
So you and I communicating with the universe and order, extracting meaning from the order of the universe, and communicating with the one who has authored the universe. Right? I think we are on the same line now. So that is we have to concentrate on more, because our stomach is interested in the food, but our humanity is interested the meaning that I can get through the book. So that's why we try to concentrate on the importance of the order of existence, because I am not communicating with the universe like an animal only. So, and when an animal comes here, what does it do? Then there's nothing to eat, leaves it and goes.
But we don't know that.
So no. From our perspective.
From our perspective, we think that the animal does.
So what I am saying here, we have this side also, smell, eat the food, but also get the meaning. We are treating the universe as a human being, and a human being is transferring the meaning to me. As far as I am concerned, I'm not judging about what a dog feels. I don't know. I've never been a dog, so I don't know. So I'm not judging about that, but I am seeing some sort of difference that I should have towards the universe and try to extract meaning from it, because the construction of the order is purposeful, full of wisdom, and I can communicate with it. We agreed on it. So it is really upon us to interpret this construction of the order. Either none of my business, I can just use it and die and finish, or it's like the book, what I'm doing, I'm using as a flow. Okay, I can benefit from it and die and finish, or open and get the meaning and communicate with the author, because the paper cannot be the source of the meaning I'm extracting from it. That's why we have to utilize the order. We have to utilize the order in order to see if there is a purpose in the existence of the order which concerns me, whatever I am. Yeah, we don't have to, no one has to argue about it now. Which function that my brain does, which function that my eye does, or doesn't matter. But I am such that I communicate with the meaning of the order. So let's see what the order is saying first. Usually we just use it. I'm looking at this guy because they use just the order and say that it happens like this by itself. Yeah, look, it's like what is the word? What was it? The national health, whatever it is. What is that? National. Yeah, so they look at the letters here, and this is thick one. This is a oval one. This is a straight one. Horizontal, vertical. They talk about it. They never talk about the meaning. What does it mean to me? What does it mean to me? They say, that is natural, it is as it is. Can you say that this paper, the book, is natural? It is as it is. But if we could not extract any meaning, if we could not see any wisdom in the order of the universe, in the existence of the order of the universe, I must be more precise, in the existence of the order of the universe, yes, we should eat and die. But we are not like that. We worry. We question. At least, even we didn't have an answer. We question, what shall I do? What is better for me? Why do I do all these things that I do? What is expecting me? Sorry?
What is the purpose of my life?
Yeah. What is it? So sometimes we say, come on, I'm fed up with this world. If you are married, I don't even know. If only these children grow and go away so I will have a peace of mind. If only I retire, and then I will have a world tour. Then listen to myself. No, this sort of expectations. We are full of expectations. Where are they coming from? So you are not comfortable there, my friend.
Maybe get a little bit more room for
move this way. Go this way, man. You move that way. Why don't you? You're stuck there as if traffic police don't cover you. Go this way. Feel comfortable?
Yeah, I'm comfortable.
Fine.
No,
I'm not
doesn't
comfortable.
matter. Just folding the legs.
You can sit here?
No, this is fine.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's comfortable.
Sorry?
I guess he's comfortable.
Okay, if you say so, you're okay. We believe. So, we are full of questions. But what we can do, we can either kill them or, how do you say, sorry?
Utilize?
No,
Make peace with them.
No, suppress them.
Yeah.
Suppress them. Make them go to sleep.
Yeah.
This is uyuşturucu.
No.
Numb them, I see.
No.
But it is our choice.
So,
To utilize it, our choice. Not to utilize it, our choice. What we experience here, I'm free. So, I am now at the crossroad. Shall I numb them? Shall I utilize them? Which direction should I take?
so from the discussion so far, I got 2 points. One is that there is some kind of order in the universe. So, and the other thing is, what is the purpose of that order? Is that what we are getting at?
I have to question it. I have to look for it, investigate it, in order to make my own existence meaningful for myself. So I will have an explanation and for my existence and make it meaningful for me. Otherwise, we just go to the office, come home, eat, go to the office, come home, eat, and retire and die. If it is the world that if I just turn in this way, our life, it is not a human life. Human life deserves more than this. That's what we are here to realize. Our life deserves more than these petty considerations. Very petty. Yeah. I'm going to, somebody among us you don't know, but I know, got recently ready, not recently married. So he said, I got married now, everything, wait. You will see. This guy. So, there's another one, there's another one. So, so, this is a temporary satisfaction, but not human satisfaction. Human satisfaction always looks for permanent happiness. That's what we are. However we are, we have to be honest to ourselves. So, we have been studying or going over this text. So the following sentence says, if you have time, just at the same time warn me when the time is up. What time should just when are the
1:04.
You can have an hour more.
5:20. I guess we should finish by 5:20 at most.
At the latest. Yes.
So 25 minutes.
So at the latest it means 5:15 we should stop. But if something happens, the discussion warms up and people get excited and I start shouting, then maybe extend it out to 25. Otherwise, 5:15. All the Quranic verses, we have been studying the Quranic verses. This is a commentary on the Quranic verse. So, that enumerated the benefits in the Quran, that a lot of mentions of the benefits of things and mention their purposes are the weaver of this proof. But the proof means something, it is referring to some other things, but we are just taking this, the divine providence, etc. That's a theological discussion, but we are not going into the theological side of it.
What does this mean, the weaver? What does this refer to?
I see. So how can you can help me with the language. Now, you know how the carpet is woven? So there is something like this. There's a name for these strings coming down, very dense strings coming down. So you go.
I don't know what the terms.
What the terms. So what we usually do, what the people do, to go like that. One is like this, one is like this, one is like this, one is like that. Yeah? We use the carpet.
Right. Interwoven. The interweave, actually.
Yeah. So weaver means, I understand from this word, the purposes are the weaver of this proof that there is a divine providence in the universe existence. It means the matter, the particle itself, cannot be the source of existence of the purpose we see in the order, like this. Do we see the order in in the letters coming up one after each other? Yeah. The letter or letters themselves cannot make the order which is meaningful. So particles, we say that, we know that, we are absolutely sure that this ink, the particles of the ink, is not the author of the meaningful book. Are we really sure about it? Especially you guys. No. So are you really sure that the particles of the ink had woven this book? Sure or not? No, I'm not joking.
Oh, yes, I am.
Yeah, okay,
What
then.
I'm studying is no.
So you are studying.
It's easy
So
to
anyway,
say like it's happened to be as it is.
so
It's actually not easy.
really
It's actually very hard.
It is the hardest thing.
Because
to
of
say.
like the
No.
order, because of taking rent.
So you know, it is easy for the tongue to say, not for human side. You cannot really. No one can ever. 6 billion people speaks to you in the world and says this book has been constructed by the particles of the ink. You will say, by God, it's impossible. Now, how it's easy? It is the most difficult thing, yeah.
So the thing is, it's an experiment, right? This is an experiment. So if you are able to put letters together,
what?
Randomly you are able to put letters together.
In a random order.
In a random order, you are putting letters together.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and you are doing this infinite amount of times. You can use all combinations possible, everything. Then you will get this book out of a random combination of
Can you?
letters.
Can you do it?
Can you?
Can I do it?
I was like, can it be done?
It can be thought about.
He's saying it's a possibility.
It's a possibility.
Is it a possibility?
Possible.
Really? Can you give a
It is
chance to this possibility?
There is a chance.
Sorry?
There is a chance.
There is a chance? Just a minute. Let's talk about it.
The chance is very small.
No, not
there is a
small.
chance.
No,
because it
small.
exists.
No. Be careful now. I'm going to work with you. Don't worry about it. Now
you are getting him excited.
Extended to 6 hours. So, you are.
They have to go to.
Oh, I understand. 5:15 is the dead. The dead line. Okay.
Hard stop.
Okay. Now let's reason together. It is easy for the tongue to say it. You are a human being. We are as we are. So the ink is pouring down, and we in this effortlessly going this way, and 13.7 billion years later, the book out of chance came.
I'm not saying.
No. Okay. First, letters are randomly moving or shaken. Where did you get the letters from? Where did you get the shaken action of shaking from? What is the existence of this motion? What is the existence of the letter? What is the existence of these combinations coming into some forms? Where did you get this concept of existence of the letters? These are serious problems, but I'm not opposing you, because the people, I'm sorry, not for you, the cheap philosophers use these childish models of, if you like, an anti-ideas against this conscious existence, deliberate existence of the book. The book is an author. How do I know? I don't know the author. Really, I don't know. But definitely an author, a conscious will exists. he willed these letters to be in this way.
Yeah. Well, so you start with a fundamental belief that the existence of the universe is meaningful. So if you start with that belief.
No, I don't. If you are talking about me, no, I don't. Okay. I don't start with the fundamental belief that existence of the universe is meaningful. No, I don't. I shouldn't. You shouldn't either, if you ask me. So what I do, I have nothing. I am here as a human being, looking at this book or the universe. The universe is 1 trillion times more meaningful than this book. You know that. You are intelligent people, educated people, I guess. But I think you are better educated than this guy.
I don't think so. I don't know.
No, I don't think so.
Never.
So if you are friends, but you seem to be really educated. I don't know about it.
I know I don't know. So.
Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's just to wake us up.
Yeah.
We should not have any prejudice, any bias, any pre-constructed idea. We should be as free as we are. I'm looking at this. Go into either macro world or micro world. Be comfortable. Think about it. Is there any way that in two actions coming one after another, here, look at the universe. Something, I don't know whether you studied biology or not, but if you study biology, look at that living body or cell. If you are studying more hard science in terms of physics, etc., look at the construction of the atom or subatomic world. You cannot find, even by accident, what happens in this subatomic world. Random. Perfect order, perfectly meaningful actions, comes out a perfect tree, a perfect bird, a perfect human being, a perfect earth molecule, water molecule. Everything is it comes into existence in a perfect order. So we knew that something is going on there. I don't know, something boiling, something like this. Yeah. For example, if you must have studied the physics. When you put the water on the fire, it boils. You think that the water bubbles are jumping up and down. You can calculate. There is no accident. If you put the kettle in another way, the bubbles are coming down accordingly. There is a perfect order. It means nothing in this universe comes out accidentally.
Well,
yeah.
On an average, there is order.
Yeah,
on an average, there is order. If you start looking lower and lower, it will seem like there is no order. On an average, because of our perception of order, we see order in things where at a lower scale they are very, very chaotic.
He's talking about quantum physics.
No, you study that. Don't worry about it.
You still have the equations for them, right? You still have, for instance, the expectation of a
it's expectation.
observation method.
Yeah, exactly, it's expectation.
But still, you haven't. It's not like a.
It's expectation.
Chance. No, it's not a chance. It's a probability distribution.
Exactly.
So there's a difference.
So the thing is, what you're seeing on a continuum scale is this average property that you're seeing.
Sure.
But if you start going down lower and lower, you can expect anything.
No,
because you don't know. Sorry.
Just because it's not mechanical doesn't mean that there's no.
It's not mechanical.
Years ago, 150 years ago, people thought that the cell was a bag. cell, living cell, is a bag.
Okay, I get
A bag.
a bag. Yeah.
A bag.
Packet.
A packet. It's a bag. It's a bag. Now they find that in this bag, every second, 15,000 chemical reactions happening. Wow, I thought it was a bag. So we had a lot to discover. As we discover, what comes out? Order. We don't know, chaotic.
No,
that is our ignorance. We have not.
Same in biology.
Yeah, same in biology, same in physics. What we read. Years ago, people thought that everything is mechanical. Yeah, hundreds of years ago. They say no. They are related to each other. And then no. At the quantum level, unimaginable things are happening. We are trying to discover layer by layer. As we discover, no one discovers chaos. It becomes an order, but at the bottom seems chaos. At the bottom seems chaos. Look, for example, the waves on the ocean looks chaotic. You can calculate it. If you don't, that's your ignorance. You have to develop your computer system. You have to develop your programming system. Let's be more realistic. Nothing happens in this body of the tree accidental. Perfectly. Have you seen a tree which is certain kind growing into a certain unexpected way? Oh, this is a let's say orange tree, but this orange tree turned out to be something like pear tree or something. No, you can just moderate it. Why do you laugh, man?
Have you ever seen my orange tree grows watermelon?
Watermelon.
That's what I said.
So accidentally, chaotically, the result, we don't know something's going on here. At the end, we see that an orange is packed. Something like we put the material, raw material. You see that this is a factory here. So the raw material, the people are just throwing the metal, for example, or plastic, for example. It's chaotic. At the end, we see then an airplane comes out. Oh, God, what's going on? So look at the result. No one finds out that in this world, as we see, exists with chaos. Order. It means we have to discover a lot. So this is a message that we get. So let's go on a few minutes more. So the viewer of the proof that are where this argument is manifested or. Okay, this he refers to the argument. So just as the order with which all the instances of wisdom and benefits comply proves the existence of the orderer. So it demonstrates the maker's intention and wisdom and repulses the delusion of blind chance and unseeing coincidence. So the main argument is this. If the orderer is meaningful, order is meaningful, the order is given existence by an intelligent one. If we don't know, we don't have to know. But we don't have to know the order, the author of the book. But we have to know that this ink is really, if you like, constructed. I'm passing from the printing because it's a human-made thing. It's not the universe. Then just an analogy, you know. So constructed according to the conscious choice of an intelligent being. It is the choice of it. But what is my duty? What my duty is very simple, very honest. I don't have to fight. It might have come, or no, be realistic, be consistent with yourself. That's what I say to myself. Be consistent with yourself. I don't know who the author is, doesn't matter, but what I am sure of is I'm underlining this sentence, this part of the sentence. I am sure of is existence of a conscious being which willed, or who or which, whatever, doesn't matter, will disorder to exist. So if you notice, I used now existence of something which willed or whatever chosen or whatever this order. So how do I know about the existence of the orderer? The order itself. That's what I'm seeing, the order. And using my human intelligence, concluding that this is the result of a conscious orderer. So the existence of, I'm not saying the orderer last night I met. No, I'm not saying the orderer, which is, for instance, I don't know where you are from generally, but let's say from Indian nationality. I'm not talking like that. Or stars or beyond galaxies. No, the existence of the orderer that I had to logically, humanly, intellectually be sure of. Existence of the orderer. So there is an orderer who preferred this universe to be an order, to be in order. Why do I bother about this? Because demonstration. So it demonstrates that the maker's intention and wisdom. And so this conscious orderer intentionally made this order, must have made this order intentionally. That's my conclusion. Just my conclusion. I'm sitting in my room, looking through the window and seeing the birds are going, the clouds are moving, the weather is changing. There must be an order. Yeah. So his intention, his wisdom, I must accept and repulse. I must reject the idea of blind chance and unseeing, not able to see, not able to have projections about future. I'm going to do this. So 100 million years later, something will happen. I have to prepare this for that. This is unseeing coincidence. Cannot see the future, cannot make a project, anything. So why is it so important? It's very simple. When you go to the garden, or usually we don't go to the garden, we go to the greengrocer shop. But ultimately we know that they are coming from an orchard or somewhere. So when you go there, let's say we are being more realistic, picking a fruit, let's say a pear, I like pears. Sorry, which one?
Plums. You want to speak plums.
plums, and you remember the plum, Peter Plum. He was very happy with the picking up the plums from the tree, and then they said, "Okay, so you have to pay for it." They wait.
Where was this?
Sorry?
Where was this?
In the orchard.
Oh.
Where was it?
I don't remember.
An orchard. An orchard. You know, you go and it's free, but when you buy, they
They charge you.
So when we both we were together, we picked them. They were so pleasant. We were so happy. So okay, he liked the plums. They were so delicious, juicy. Oh, that's something else. That's wisdom, huh? That's communication. So we enjoyed it. So when they say, okay, $25 for this amount of plum. It's too expensive. We don't like to pay for it, but we like to pick up. Now, let's be realistic. It is a system, how the economic system works, and how the trick of the economic system works actually, not the real realistic one. Okay. When I pick up
Plums are from God and labor from myself. I don't know why I paid for that.
So now, picked up the plum as a human being. What
you paid for your happiness, but then happiness is priceless, so you got it cheap for $25.
Yeah. So human happiness is very expensive. So which kind of attitude should I have when I take the plum? So I'm happy, pick up it and eat it, juice it. So as a human being, I find myself in vacuum. So I'm happy, and I enjoy it, and all right. And what does it mean for me? Just enjoy it and die? No, that human consciousness reacts. So what does it mean? There is there must be a one who prepared this tree for me, and I am benefiting from it. There's a benefit attached to the order of the growth of the tree, and the plum, the right plum, and I get pleasure out of it. So as a human being, can I turn blind to it and say, okay, there's a plum, I enjoy it, okay, bye-bye. Like that. You go to a house, or somebody comes to your house, you invite your friend, you prepare the food, and the nice music, everything is nice, okay, and your friend comes, doesn't look at you, and eats, I like this, oh, that's the eats, and that's a bird, and leaves. What do you do?
Not invite him again.
That's correct. That's what human beings are. So if you take the plums, pick up the plums, eat and enjoy, burn and go. What does it mean? It means something, my human consciousness is telling me that in this behavior, something human consciousness tells me is missing. Something is missing. The big question that we live here now, we will discuss, we will close the session, hopefully, if someone doesn't make me angry. It excites me actually. What is missing? What is missing? Humanly, something is missing. What is missing? What am I expected to do here? It means I have to converse. For example, the same friend came to your house, and I don't know your name, but you can tell me your name now.
Shreyas.
Sorry?
Shreyas?
Yes.
Shreyas. Okay.
Yes.
Shreyas, you are a good friend. Thank you very much. Gives you a hug and say, I really enjoyed your back. Yeah. Thank you. You mean like me?
No, like, so he would be my friend because he would be that way too. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you would invite him anyway.
Yeah, you would invite me.
Yeah. So you got the response. This sense, this human sense, is given to me also on purpose in my existence, because order is purposeful. So telling me, look, you have this sense of appreciation and gratefulness, etc. Use it for the universe. So be grateful to the order. Acknowledge him. You are not going to do anything for him. You are not going to work for him. But be grateful. Don't be ungrateful. Don't neglect his intention. It is an intentional act. Don't ignore it. Don't pretend as if you've got no message from it. There is a message for you. Here I am. I created you with this need, and I'm taking care of it. Be grateful at this. Say thank you. It means, so the orderer, creator of the tree, I'm very happy with you. You are my Lord. You are my owner. Because you are the creator of the order. I am a part of it. Communicate through the order with you. I am doing that. Be honest to yourself.
Okay, so just a question. So can the orderer not make it part of the order that you see the order and appreciate the order and thank him? I'm saying that if somebody has created an order and he wants you to act in a particular way that makes him happy.
Makes who?
Makes him happy. Makes him happy.
No.
The orderer.
So I'm just pinpointing what you are saying.
Yeah.
Makes him happy. Make yourself happy. Because if you are not grateful, if you don't express your thinking, your appreciation, you will feel miserable.
Yeah.
Don't contradict yourself. Just don't contradict yourself, because there is a message tells you that you have to thank the Creator so that you will be even happier.
Just like when you receive from someone a gift and you forget to say thanks. Later you remember it, then you feel very bad about it, right?
Yeah, that's
in just the same manner.
So, if acknowledging the orderer, acknowledging the message that you receive from the universe is an additional quality to your humanity. So, don't be neglectful. We shouldn't be neglectful. We shouldn't be. We shouldn't pretend to be blind to the things as if they are meaningless, none of my business. Then in this way reduces my humanity to nothingness, or really an animal life. That's it. But I am a human being. So I have to use my human quality. Thank you very much. 1 minute, but I get my. Oh, 1 minute. Are you happy with it? Thank you. I hope I'm very pleased to.
May I say something? I mean, it's okay. It's officially closed. Anyone want to leave?
We have to pray.
But there is something, just a short thing. Predictability is different than order. Just because we cannot predict something, it doesn't mean that there is no order there. Because sometimes we cannot predict because we don't have enough information, enough input, or enough constraint. It doesn't mean that there is no order there. Just because we look at the system, for instance, in your case, like you represent an observation as a matrix, you know all these eigenvalues, but so you define your distribution, but you cannot predict the output. It doesn't mean that there is no order there. You're still able to represent your observation as a mathematical object. it doesn't change all the time.
Well, once you start using probability and stuff, it's kind of it's actually does not mean that you understand it.
No, but you can, for instance,
is,
differentiate
so that's,
exponential distribution from Gaussian distribution.
One second. So all I'm not disagreeing.
No, forget about him.
So
forget about what
the
he
thing
said.
is, the thing I have a problem. No, I don't have a problem with this. I'm just saying that the perception of order is what we.
The question came 1 hour ago, so.
We look for patterns. That's the way we are programmed.
And we are able to solve
order appears independently existent around
I agree that what binds everyone together is empathy, kindness.
So there was
humanity.
questions to be asked.
That's basically when someone.
So inshallah, next session is going to be at 7:30.
There's something probably
Suhail and Fariha. Inshallah, at 7:30, we are going to see you.
Okay, alright.
Okay.
Assalamu alaikum.
So, but the thing is,
what I'm saying.